This was like '06, so it was like 2 years, 2 years, 3 years after the World Series. But that's the only time I ever met or seen like Jay-Z, because he had like tickets right with the Yankees right on the visiting side there. And I remember going out on the field like during the World Series, and all he was like, "Hey man, slow down." I was like, "I can't," and that was it. That's the only interaction I ever had with Jay-Z. And then fast forward was 2005 and six when the song came out. I was playing with the Cubs then, so my sister actually called because she lives in Houston. She's like, oh my gosh, you're in a Jay-Z and Beyonce." So I'm like, what? Not me. I mean, they may be talking about somebody else. They're like, no, they say your whole name. I'm like, no way. So of course back then it wasn't like, you guys couldn't go on Apple or whatever and find the song. You had to dig it up a little bit. So I got a teammate, Will Oldman. He was big on all that computer stuff. So I looked it up and it actually said my whole name, Juan Pierre. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I was like, I have arrived. It doesn't matter about World Series, no, you know what I mean? It's like big leagues, about 4 or 5 years at that point. Now you got dropped in the Jay-Z song. That's like you solidify, especially for the brothers. Brothers don't watch baseball anyway. So you play baseball, what? So I go back home and the brothers like, man, you in Jay-Z song. They're like, you the man now. They don't care about the World Series, none of that. It's like Jay-Z mentioned you good.
Would you rather be in the Hall of Fame or have your name
I
in a
know.
Jay-Z song? I'm serious. I mean, for
Man.
some people, like you're in a legendary rapper's song, that's more,
Yeah.
well, I want to say more prestigious. It's more rare for sure.
Rare, yeah. For a baseball player to be in rap, what I mean. Usually they go the basketball, football
Mm-hmm.
routes, and it's Jay-Z and Beyonce songs, so it's like you got a double whammy right there.
Did you talk to Jay-Z or Beyonce? Have you ever had any communication with him or his team after the song came out?
No, none.
I
So
feel like if you're in a song, Juan, like they owe some communication at least one time to be like, whether you have a number or someone on the team, like on his team, like an agent, a manager, whatever, just being like, yo, thanks for doing what you do and helping us make a hit record.
yeah, make that happen for me, man. You
I
you
can
got
try.
you got a little pool out there in New York or something, right, man? Come on.
It's more this. Foul Territory has some pull
All
now.
right.
So we can work on that on the music front because there's a
Yeah,
couple other
try
people we're trying to
to make
make
that.
music connections for. So we
And
can
he's
try.
he's in sports now. You have like Rockwood Sports. They have, I know Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz
Rock
is with their
Nation.
agency and
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, so we might do a remix. Tell them to get a remix in for
Stay
you.
tuned on that. Stay tuned on
Oh,
that.
Because
Okay. I think he
the
owes
younger
you a little
generation
message.
now has no clue that I was in the song.
Well, how often have you heard that? How often have you run that back? And let's say you're having a shitty day. Do you just like throw that on there and be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. I used to run bass like Juan Pierre. That's it. And it's like right in the beginning of the song. So like for the youngsters, it's good. It's like, all right, they don't have to listen to the whole song. It's like, bro, it's right in the beginning, man.
Dude, that is awesome. It is
Yeah.
really cool. All right, we're gonna work on that and do some homework on that front because
I
I mean,
appreciate it.
I don't want that to go to waste. And you still hear that song, like
Yeah, it's
that's still played a lot.
yeah.
You hear it in my household for sure.
Hell yeah.
Right.
That should be your ringtone, your doorbell, the whole deal, right?
You got the wrong guy. You got the wrong Juan Pierre.
Yeah.
If that Juan, maybe he was talking about a different Juan Pierre, like hablos more español or something. Like, no.
Well, take us there. So, how often have you had people come up to you and try and talk to you in Spanish when you were playing, especially?
Oh, it was probably 3 years into it. Everybody thought it was Dominican or Haitian. And it wasn't until like the World Series. 'Cause I came up with Colorado, and again, this is before like all the media coverage and all that. So I mean, every game the Dominican, hey, que paso, Bobby? I'm like English, man. I like from Louisiana, so I got like a slow draw English, like I'm like South English. So funny story, because when we were winning the World Series year, guys used to catch cabs, one Ubers back then. So in here in Miami, it's a lot of Haitian cab drivers. So they'll be taking guys to the field that I know. They'll be like, oh yeah, we call a cab to the field. They're like, oh, where are you going to the stadium? So they'll be like, oh, yeah. The cab driver be like, oh yeah, we have a Haitian Creole guy that plays for the Marlins. They're like, wow, really? Who is it? It was like Juan Pierre, and the guys would just bust out laughing. That was driving there. The guys that knew me there, they didn't have the heart to tell them that I wasn't like Haitian. So it was a running joke when they would come to the field. So, but here in Miami to this day, a lot of Creole, a lot of Haitian people love me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna break their hearts, man. Somewhere with the Pierre, with the last name Pierre, somewhere down the line, I know I got Haitian and Creole and all that in me. So that's for sure. But yeah, it was I mean, for 3 years, people thought I was Dominican, like for sure. You know, what I mean, it's funny because most of the guys that I got close to, a lot of them were Dominicans. So they was Juancito. They always called me Juancito.